Kemro Xplained, the video series on all you need to know about the Kemro X platform. Welcome to the second episode of Kemro Xplained. My name is Philip and I still want to know it, that's why I still ask a lot of questions. In this series of videos, we would like to answer questions regarding Kemro X. And if you have questions regarding our automation platform, then please leave them in the comment section below and we will pick them up as well as we can. Welcome, Michael. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, Philip. Thanks for the invitation. It's great to be here.
In the first edition of Kemro Xplained, we talked to our colleague Gutmann generally about the Kemro X platform, what kind of platform it is and which elements are in there. We'll add a link in the comment section below so you can have a look at it. But I think that our customers and our viewers are going to have a lot more questions, and I think you're the perfect candidate to answer these.
Sure, I will try my best. This open and modular platform offers a lot of possibilities in modern industrial automation.
In the first episode, we talked about the open system architecture, apps and interfaces of Kemro X. Now, you as a strategic product manager for Kemro X, according to you, what is the typical target audience for Kemro X?
Kemro X can be seen as a platform for apps, technology packages, software and hardware, so it can be used for many different use cases and in different industries.
Can you give us a few typical use cases for the use of Kemro X?
Kemro X offers the greatest advantages for serious machines construction with a high degree of reutilization. For example, workflows for serious machine builders are different than for special machines. Development, testing, commissioning and service is done in a much more automated way. Therefore, Kemro X provides interfaces and features based on a lot of experience built due to working together for many, many years with serial machine builders.
What components are typically needed to automate a machine?
A control, I/Os for sensors and actuators, safety, probably a HMI for human interaction, and drives. First of all, you need all those things in hardware. After that, they have to communicate flawlessly with each other during startup, runtime, and ideally, you diagnose them in a similar way. As a last step, you have to configure, parameterize, and program those automation components, ideally in an easy and flexible way, so that the machine fulfills its desired purpose and outperforms its predecessor. Probably machine options handling is required and you want to reuse your applied knowledge, algorithms and software to another machine series. This is what Kemro X provides, great total cost of ownership so that the machine builder can focus on its core competencies.
What do you mean with a good average total cost of ownership in this context? What is a good TCO?
The price for the hardware and software licenses is obvious. Probably you also know how much time you've spent to run the first prototype. But how easy and fast each individual machine is configured and built, or how much time is spent to maintain hard and software or do updates in the field, and how service is done. This is more often overseen. Reduced training time, less human errors, and a higher degree of reutilization and consistency provide a lot of advantages for employees, customers, but also bring a benefit on the economic side.
Now, in which industries can Kemro X be used?
Kemro X can be used for many different machines and industries, because the basic requirements to build a machine are always quite similar. But for some machine types, you get more pre-built application-specific features, closer to a turnkey solution, and for others, you just use the Kemro X platform. Kemro X is especially suitable for application types where precise, dynamic, fast movements are required, where, for example, servo motors are used. Kemro X is used in plastic industry, for robotic applications, in sheet metal processing, for interlogistics and machine tools. In these industries, we gather deep knowledge and therefore we can first commission a new machine type within a few days. Another example is the integrated robotics solution to use robots more efficiently and flexibly within a machine.
Now, you mentioned quite a lot of use cases and industries Kemro X is best suitable. But there are also use cases where Kemro X does not make sense at all. Can you mention a few of these?
Yes, that's right. Kemro X is less suitable for process engineering, building, and mobile automation. There are other requirements are needed, for example, very long cable lengths. And also other certificates and standards have to be fulfilled. Also, if you require a Windows-based IPC for control purposes, Kemro X is not suitable. For HMI purposes, the Windows operating system can be used.
So if Kemro X fits a customer application, what does a machine builder need to do to implement a solution? And moreover, does Kemro X contain all the elements needed for the implementation, or does the machine builder have to buy external from a third-party supplier as well?
This heavily depends on the application. So for a typical machine, we provide the components needed. But if there is a certain product needed, this can be integrated relatively easily into our Kemro X platform.
Are there framework conditions or restrictions that have to be reserved in such a case?
What always is needed for a machine are sensors and dedicated safety elements, or maybe a hydraulic valve. Those are components you can't buy at Keba, but we are ready to connect them.
Now assume I'm a machine builder who has done all the hardware and software for the automation myself. Can these elements that I designed myself be integrated later on?
Yes, you can integrate modules you've programmed yourself. If you don't want to develop, test, maintain an operating system, and also the communication between the automation devices anymore by yourself, then Kemro X is a perfect match. Because then you probably expect more than a PLC, and you want to reuse software based on some standards like Linux, C++, POSIX, and you can use your knowledge employees to focus more on your core competences.
Michael, we heard a lot about use cases and opportunities with Kemro X. Now, if a customer is really interested in this solution or in this platform, what are the next steps for him to get to this solution?
Simply describe jobs to be done and what's needed to turn them into reality. In a common discussion, we come up with a solution and a plan for the machine design, software architecture, required hardware and software, and which interfaces for third-party components is needed. Also, a common project team is defined and automated workflows and tests are designed to bring the machine fast into series.
Customers require support through the entire product life cycle. Is Keba able to cover everything of this?
Yes, Keba is helping from the initial design to the first commissioning, training, up to service and spare parts.
Michael, thank you very much for your time and all the questions that you answered.
Philip, it was great to be here, and there are so many possibilities and use cases within our industries. I hope we made our viewers understand what Kemro X is best suitable for.
For those of you who want to read more success stories, you can find them in the lookbook, and in the comment section below there's the link to the lookbook containing a lot of Keba success stories. And if you have your own questions, please also leave them and we will pick them up in one of the next episodes of Kemro Xplained. And in the meantime, we wish you all the best.